my college, my dream, my life. Hi everyone, we're here with the third video with Yubin. So in this video, we're going to talk about the education and pedagogy itself. So I wanted to hear more about Yubin, who's an incoming freshman in Minerva. For those of you that haven't met Yubin yet for the previous videos, would you mind introducing yourself?
Yeah, sure, of course. Hi everyone, I'm Yubin and I'm an incoming freshman at Minerva School. I recently graduated from a boarding school in Farmington, Connecticut, and I'm really excited to go to Minerva School and to be here with all of you today.
Awesome, thank you. So I wanted to just hear about the Minerva education and the pedagogy itself. Would you help us summarize what those are?
Yeah, so I kind of explained in the first video, but basically Minerva is just all about student-oriented learning and critical thinking. So Minerva hates the concept of memorizing concepts and like cramming in information. Rather, we want to have, I guess, like a Harkness discussion, share each other's opinions and really learn from each other rather than just taking tests and memorizing information, learning on the superficial level, I guess. One episode that I found really interesting and would like to share with all of you today is that one of the upperclassmen told us about how Minerva is all about, I guess, experiential learning and really active learning. And when explaining that, they told me that Minerva hates lectures. So we call it the L word, or the professor call it the L word because they found the word lecture and lecturing so wrong, as if it was a derogatory term. So I heard that in Minerva, professors and students call the word lecture as the L word instead of specifically saying lecture.
Got it. So it seems like from the global experience, you get to meet a variety of people and the students and colleagues. So I heard that it was around like 80% international students. So what is the distribution of the nationality and how much international students do you meet? And yeah, just want to hear more about those distribution of the incoming classmen.
It's so diverse. I don't think I've ever been to a community where it's this diverse. As you mentioned, 80% of the student body is international students. So we come from almost everywhere. Since we live in 7 different countries, I guess there are lots of people who are from that country. I saw a lot of people from India, Armenia, everywhere you could think of. I think it's a very diverse group. I guess that's one of the challenges at Minerva is because we are such a diverse group, everyone is in different standpoints, meaning their perspectives are so different because we come from such different backgrounds. So I heard that we have a lot of meaningful conversations, but also arguments because at first we have to collide because we have never met someone who is so different. So I think the part of the learning experience is that you get to understand those different people and really shape your identity and you as a person of how you think and how you should interact when you face people who have opposing thoughts as you.
So previously you mentioned the L word, there's really no lecturing. And then you also mentioned the core pedagogy of Minerva is a critical thinking. So how is online learning without lecturing? Like how is the whole system goes? I'm trying to understand the system.
Yeah, so as I mentioned before, we do online classes. We have our own system called the Forum, and I think the Forum platform itself also encourages students to really learn actively during class because I personally found in Zoom, even though you sleep or turn off your camera and have no reaction, there's no way you can get out of it. Professors or teachers they can't really say anything unless they point out, hey, you can't do that during class. But most teachers don't do that. But instead in the forum, it's very interesting in that, so in Zoom we have the speaker mode, but on forum we have 4 different cameras shown and those rotate randomly. So you really gotta pay attention. You basically come on spotlight and you don't know when that will happen. So I guess that really makes you pay attention and be present all the times. I guess that's one factor. And Minerva I heard that the professor doesn't really lead the class. It's really the professor giving you the framework and then the students really playing around with the materials inside. So students have to do something or else you won't learn anything and nothing would happen in class.
Oh, that's really cool. It sounds really interactive with an online learning. So yeah, I think that's about it for this video. And then for the next video, we're going to talk about the career development plan because I heard that it's a lifelong warranty about the school itself. So really excited to talk about the internships and the career program there. Thanks for the time, Yubin, and for the audience, thanks for watching. And if there is any questions or comments about Minerva School or anything, please comment below. So we'll proceed with the next video. Thank you.
Thank you.